Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. I wish you to have a nice day, and let's start with Bitcoin on the daily, the channel position here for the price. And we see of course that a new day in a red candle of course is unfolding there, and we might still be of course ranging in the lower part of this base channel. We saw of course a kind of a resistance here from the base channel middle line, and of course we might see continuation maybe toward the downside. Well, confirmation for this bearish of course is taking this low. We're gonna see exactly the price, and of course on the micro level. Now basically this wave 3 is there, meaning of course I would like to see the price getting out of this base channel decisively and impulsively to of course confirm here something as a deep correction for Bitcoin is unfolding. And by all means, if we are in 112 here, this is the wave 3 still unfolding there. Of course, time is not so much related, but don't forget, time is not a rule, it is a guideline. And it might be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3 there, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. So it's still very likely here for a massive impulse, of course, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, guys. So that means Bitcoin might reach, yes, the 35 and 25K still, of course, on the table, especially after this day, this red day. But, of course, that doesn't mean that it is confirmed yet, guys. It's not confirmed. Please make sure that I'm telling you clearly that the bear market is not confirmed yet, because we need to take this low first. And we need to break this channel. As you can see, the confirmation is very clear, guys. Okay, it's very clear where we get confirmation for a bear market. Meaning once we take this low there, we're gonna drop massively, of course, for wave 3 to finish up there. Okay. Yep. So this is regarding the position for the price today, regarding our channels. Basically, we are also in those flat scenarios. That of course we have a shallow bear market, we have also a deep bear market. Which one are going to unfold? Still no answer, honestly, no answer yet, because the answer for a shallow market, shallow bear market, is taking this high. This is our confirmation, while the confirmation for a bear market taking this low over there. Not this one. This one is more than enough. So still, of course, a price decision required here. Nothing yet is confirmed whether we take the shallow bear market, meaning upward and then downward, or we dive directly toward the downside in a deep bear market. Now, let me explain the probabilities for a shallow bear market. Now, we have, of course, a potential triangle here, wave B and a wave C toward the downside, which somehow I doubt it a little bit, because for a triangle, you need a zigzag, meaning you need, of course, an impulse downward, kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I don't see a finished wave 5. I don't see a wave 3 over there, because, again, this is an expanding diagonal, wave 5 for interfering with the zone 1, which is not allowed to be a wave 3, meaning only allowed to be a 112 in case we are in 1, 2, or an ABC, meaning if we finished here an ABC W and then an X and another ABC as a wave Y, then okay, shallow bear market is unfolding after a WX and a Y wave A. This wave A, of course, is there. Wave B can be a triangle. I doubt it, the triangle somehow, because for a triangle you need a clear zigzag, okay, and then of course pushing somehow towards sideways. And again, for a triangle, as I mentioned, you need an impulse somehow to be much more in a zigzag, because the flat tends to take, of course, is those fib levels around the 0.7 and the 0.886. By all means, you are here very likely in 112, wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 to finish a wave A here. However, by finishing a wave A, you're already around this area, right? Unless, of course, the things go deeper again, and then pushing for higher, and then pushing down later on. So that is gonna take, of course, a lot of time, but it is the time required. Don't forget, we need this time. This is the minimum time requirement, and this is a perfection, by the way. So that means, of course, the time is still required, guys. Okay. Basically, if we are in a higher wave V, which someone was very upset about it yesterday, like well, taking the all-time high with 130k and 150k. Well, you said it, buddy, by yourself. It is a possibility, and yes, it might happen, despite whatever there is a psychology inside you regarding the wars, the economy, and so on. It's all psychology inside your head and inside yourself. I know that those are the facts, but the market sometimes use those facts just to reverse psychology. We saw this in the gold and the silver. We might see it in Bitcoin. Yeah, we might see the same in Bitcoin. Once the war has started in Iran, we saw the gold and the silver dropping down like hell. Yeah, which is a totally psychology reverse, and this is what it might happen in Bitcoin. So do not underestimate a wave B expanding flat. And by the way, if you make your research in Elliott Wave, in all the flat probabilities, a regular flat or a zigzag or an expanding flat, the most possible flat that it happens so often in the market is the expanding flat. Okay, so therefore, okay, take it easy, buddy. Yes, it is there. It's gonna be, of course, a possibility, and it is a strong possibility as well. Why not? It might be, of course, 130k, 150k. It's Bitcoin here. It's not something like we're talking about an altcoin or something. It is Bitcoin. So yes, it can be very likely that it might happen in an expanding flat and then pushing towards the downside in a wave C, aggressive wave C. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen for sure. It is a possibility, and I'm not gonna remove it. No. So AB, NSE, of course, ABC regular flat, or even an expanding flat. All of them has to hit, of course, this target, which is the minimum requirement 0.38 here. That it might be the minimum target fib level, and also minimum time as well required. For the deep correction, of course, we have a deep correction as an A, B, and a C zigzag that it might be unfolding here. So this deep correction, of course, as a zigzag is requiring, of course, a double 1-2, wave 3 to be finished in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5, wave A, B, and a C, of course. This wave C as a wave 2 as well is going to take more time. Don't forget that this is perfection, as I mentioned before, because this is a 0.618 taken from the wave 1 here as a wave 2. But if we are in a deeper correction, it might take even after the perfection, meaning 1 to 1 fib time is still very likely, and then pushing toward the upside, of course, for this after this wave 2. We are around, of course, we're pushing around the 200k, of course, for Bitcoin. Now, of course, many of you wish that Bitcoin goes in a deep bear market, like, oh, I can buy Bitcoin very cheap. I understand this, but I mean, the market, it might not reply for your wishes. So don't get in a somehow like imprisoned by your feelings and your wishes, guys. So be careful. This might also be a trap. Also, don't be also trapped as well by your psychology thoughts, like, oh, it's not possible to get an expanding flat. Why not? It is very likely and possible. So this can be, of course, guys. Everything is possible in the market. Do not underestimate any possibility. So let's dive inside it on the 2 hours chart here. For the 2 hours chart, we have a 1-2, another 1-2 there. So as an expanding diagonal, right? So we predicted this expanding diagonal perfectly, and it worked. So far, why we're not yet confirmed as bearish, because this is, of course, our confirmation bear market confirmation 62k 512. Why? Because if we are still in double 1-2, this might still in play, and we are currently in the perfect fib level for wave 2 taken from the wave 1 as a retracement 3 waves for wave 2. It might still happen. Do not underestimate again this possibility, especially that we are at the end almost of an ABC here correction, which is, of course, unfolding here, and impulse very close to be finished. We're gonna dive inside it. So we gotta be careful. We're very, very close to this area where we might see, of course, a new rebound towards the upside, but this time it's gonna be, of course, a massive wave 3. This is where the shallow bear market, wave B in a regular flat or expanding flat, might be playing there. So in case, of course, the price continue to deep downward and taking, of course, the bear market confirmation 62k 500, that is my confirmation, yes, that we are pushing toward the downside here, and that we might see something, of course, yeah, very, very bearish. Confirmation for higher is taking the high, of course, meaning by finishing this 3 waves down. If we take the high here, this high, this is a confirmation, of course. This might be a confirmation as well. Even the second or the most stronger confirmation would be this one, guys. Yeah, so this one would be the strongest as a confirmation for bull market, and yeah, we can say bull market a little bit. Not, of course, definitely for all-time high. It's not sure, but it's gonna be a strong bull market. So preferably to keep this in mind. Invalidation of bearish, well, it's done. The impulse is done. No need anymore for the invalidation. Invalidation of bullish, also this one is done. We don't need it anymore. Currently, of course, this is taking the low definitely today. It's gonna take it. The 1-to-1 fib level has not been reached, and that because, of course, we are very likely in an ABC. Now, is this ABC, of course, can it be something like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside? Yes, can be. It can be, of course, like kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow. But yeah, I mean, this wave 1 is very, very clear that it is corrective, guys. Yeah, so I don't see an impulse in it. How I can take it as a wave 1? I can't, honestly. Yeah, I cannot take it as a wave 1. Therefore, what I think here is going on is a potential A, B, and a C expanding flat, which is a follow A, B, and a C there, and that's why magenta. That's why we have here an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is very, very close to be done and finished. And in case it finishes there, that means, of course, very likely, guys, that we push toward the upside again. Whether in an ABC here, of course, it can be in an AB and a C, or it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But if we take the low here, if we take this low, okay, that will make some differences, of course. That will make it, all of it, as a potential A, B, and a C, or I would say W, X, and a Y, because if this is going to finish as an ABC, meaning 3 waves, then I have to read this as a 3 waves. W, X, and a wave Y, and then we push toward the upside. So very interesting price here. So I would say there is a lot of fight here between the bulls and the bears. I'm still looking, of course, for a price decision exactly after this low or before it. But I think this low will be taken. And in this area, there is a price decision, whether we push for higher or for lower, guys. Whether we take the 76K, whether we take the 62K. This is the fight right now between bullish and bearish. Which one is going to be taken first? Then, of course, is going to be leading the market. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions, so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.